That was, Phil, what was the link on that? We might have to get that for you later. It was an Oprah thing, Super Soul Sunday or whatever it was. So we can include the link, or I can send it to Shannon and she can probably put it on the website for us there. Oh, that's Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer. He's been around for a long time doing positive thought, positive things. So, you know, that was pretty profound. I have to tell you, this week was a challenge for me. Because it just is. I had a couple things going on in my world. First part of it is I got this huge, I put in my heart, okay, well, Spirit, what would be good for me to share? What does the Divine Fellowship need right now in their lives? What can I share? And so all this information. So how I process that is I hang little things, like Christmas ornaments. I just hang this thought over here and that thought over here and this thought over here and here's a string of thoughts over here. And then I just let them sit. Because if I overthink it, I pull the energy out of it. Because then I put me into it rather than allowing it just to be divine thought flowing through me. So these things are all hanging out over here. I have no idea how they all connect. That's all right. So this stuff is going on. And then I managed to allow myself to get caught in some drama. And that was a very cool experience. I'm really grateful for that one. Because as I was experiencing the drama, there was a part of me that was experiencing the drama. And when I allowed myself the experience of that, I would cry. This was sad. It was awful. And then I could step back and look at that. And I have compassion for the person that was wounded. And me, the me part of me that was experiencing that. And I could look at that with compassion and realize that this is healing not only this wound. Because often what happens right here, right now, is a reflection of an old wound we're ready to heal. And it was. Oh, thought I'd healed that one. Okay, well, maybe not all of it. So here I'm processing the feelings from this situation, and I'm healing, processing healing for the old situation. And I did the same process that I did for us when we talked about the fears. Okay, here's the situation. And here's the positive thought. My positive thought was, I need to try harder. I need to do it better. I need to do it more effectively. I need to be smarter, whatever. And then I thought about that and I thought, well, I can see that. But what's the divine truth here? So I just held it in my heart for a bit. And I asked for the truth of that to be revealed to me. And what was revealed to me was stand fast. Walk in your faith, walk in your truth, and hold on. And so I did. And every once in a while I'd slip and go, oh, this poor little wounded self that I am, and it's just awful. And then I'd get compassion for myself, and then I'd remember that divine inspiration, and I could just walk with that. And things resolve themselves out, and the pain that I experienced in the past, I was able to have a new perspective on that. And I was able to share my experience with someone who was experiencing the exact same situation and help them see their situation in a new light. So it was wonderful. It was just a beautiful, beautiful process. So the whole time that's going on, then I'm getting all this information from Spirit about what to share with you today. And so I'm like on overload. But it's okay. It's all good. So this came across my desk and I thought, oh, hallelujah. You know, Deborah Dashin sent it to me. Bless her heart. This is exactly the focal point that I wanted us to have. Because I think sometimes, especially if we're looking at, this is the end of 2013. Thank you, God. It's a tough year for me. And it's the beginning of a whole new year. Well, one day is no different than another, you know, really in the grand scheme of things. But in our chronological minds, we have chronological minds and we count time. And so for us, there's an ending and a beginning. And endings and beginnings are really wonderful. They help us bring to closure to a thing and then begin again. Have a breath of fresh air. So as we look at the conclusion of 2013 and look at the beginning of 2014. That's a wonderful time when we do these dream boards. And what came to me to share with you is that we get God confused with Santa Claus or with a parent. Because we think, God, give me this, or Spirit, give me that. And then I'm disappointed. I look at my dream board. And there's a lot of stuff on here. Fresh idea. Oh, damn. There's a fresh idea, all right, because everything in my world is changing. Everything in my world is changing. Except for you. You're the constant in my world. And you're a Taurus, so yeah, there we go. So my concept of what I thought that fresh idea was going to be was for me to do something different with my business. And what it turns out to be is I'm abandoning my business. And I'm focusing on the Divine Fellowship. It's a huge change. I've been a reader for 30 years. And here's the deal. You gotta love this. You gotta love this. Fought it. Do you ever fight change? I can't be the only one. It was like, no, I could still do some readings. Nope. Had one a couple of weeks ago. Somebody scheduled. They got the day wrong. And then the day they did get right, we had snow or terrible weather or something. I wasn't going out in it. So I couldn't make that happen. I tried. Here it has been all this time, and I've already made the decision. Well, I could do one more. No. Now, I will work mentoring someone that wants to be mentored in their spiritual path, but just to do a reading, no. Can't do it. Can't do it anymore. I'm done. Darn. And yay at the same time. That was not what I expected when I put that on there. But when I saw that picture, I knew something different and wonderful was coming. So when I saw that picture and it looked like an angel wing, I thought, oh, that's beautiful. And I could really identify with that and hold on to that. I had no idea it was going to look like that. None. So be careful what you ask for. But it's a beautiful, delightful thing. But we get God confused with Santa Claus because I wanted it to look a certain way. And if God were Santa Claus, he would just go, and there it would be. But God's not Santa Claus. And there's a lot of things going on with manifesting that is more than just making the request. I love what Josie had to say earlier because there's lots of different areas. Do, be, and have. What do you want to do differently next year? How do you want to be different next year? What do you want to have different next year? And then you realign yourself into that truth. And as you align yourself into that truth, then those things are manifested to you. There's a Bible passage that I just love. Well, there's a lot that I love, but I want to share another one with you today. From Matthew. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Wayne Dyer was talking about be that angelic being of that nature where you express kindness and gratitude and love, and things will come to you. And then the next chapter down, that's Matthew 6:33. And in Matthew 7, ask and it shall be given to you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened. For everyone who asks receives, he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it shall be opened. Now there's a lot I want to share with you about that, because first of all, it's not just ask. You gotta knock on a few doors, and they're going to get some slammed in your face, because what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. And the harder I fought to make my business better and take it to the next level, the harder it became. Because I can't just go, oh, okay, God wants me to do it differently, I'll do it over here. No, I got to bang my head on that wall a few times. I don't get it real fast. Takes me a while. But read on. Or what man is there among you when his son shall ask him for a loaf of bread, will give him a stone? Or if he shall ask for a fish, will he not give him a snake, will he? If you then, being evil, meaning we're human, we don't always do it the right way, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more shall your Father who is in heaven give what is good to those who ask him? He, she, we, it, they. Because here's the deal. There is so much wonderful blessings out there waiting for our attention, waiting for our willingness to receive. When we get blocked up, and we do, we get out of the flow. Remember Wayne Dyer was talking about being in the flow. When we can recognize that the flow is all around us, we're in the flow, and we allow things to move through us, there's the giving and there's the receiving, and they're in equal measure. But actually not, because it's 100% times more when we're gifted with stuff than when we give. When we give, I put some money in my little buckets. The bell ringer. Actually, it was one of our friends that, it was Meg, was ringing the bell. Oh, here, put some money in. And was given some money for Christmas. How fun is that? Now here's where the magic comes in. Love this. You're going to love this. So I said, Phil, what do we want for Christmas? We got some money. Oh, I don't know. Well, I want a new rug for the hallway. A new rug for the hallway. Because this one's all bunched up and I trip over it and I don't like it. We've only had it like all the time we've been at this house and all the time we were at the last house. So it might be time to get a new one. I have been grumbling about it for 2 years. So we thought we'd look. Went back to the same store we'd already looked at. Found this little rug. Perfect color, perfect size, perfect everything. On sale for $15. So needless to say, we snagged at that one. Because here's the deal. By getting in the flow, that flow of energy, you give and you receive. But not only did I receive, I got to save a ton of money. Sometimes the receiving is in not things coming out of your pocket. When I'm in the flow of giving, I get better gas mileage. It's just bizarre. When I'm in the flow, I can make more meals out of the same amount of food. It's bizarre. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Or people will, out of the blue, give me something. Oh, wow, cool. And it's usually far more than I could even imagine. When we're doing our dream boards, these are just what we dream or what we can imagine. God has a better plan. God has something even better than that. Now here's the deal with all of this. God, higher power, source, whatever you need to call that, works for me. God does not have to take from Daryl to make sure that Bert gets something. God can give to Daryl, 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 and Bert can ask for something and God will give to Bert. He doesn't have to take anything away from somebody else. It's okay to ask. No one is going to suffer if you receive. It's all good. Because when you receive, then you're going to give more, and then more can come. It's just this wonderful thing, this wonderful flow. But we get this Santa Claus concept in our head. And it looks like this. Little girl goes to school. She needs a pencil. So she comes home. Mommy, I need pencils. I don't have any pencils at school at all. What's the chances of Mommy going right then and running out and buying her pencils? So then there's another little girl. She goes to school. She needs pencils. She comes home. She says, Mommy, I need pencils. Well, I gave one to Joey and I gave one to Sue and I had to give one to Bernie because he's just my very bestest friend. He's so cute. And then I gave this one to someone over there and I don't have any more pencils. Well, that was really nice, but I don't think Mama's going to run out and give you a pencil because you haven't shown appropriate use of your own stuff. It's okay to give, but if you give everything away and don't utilize what's been given to you, then you're blocking the flow. So what about another little kid? Comes home, says, I need pencils. I have just worked so hard and I've taken so many notes and I just need pencils. I bet you that Mama ran out and got pencils right away because they were using it for the purpose. They're using it for the purpose it was intended. So you've been gifted with stuff, and it's important to use it for the purpose in which it's intended to be used for your spiritual growth. For your growth. Because see, here's the deal. Your soul and spirit are intertwined, and they indwell within you. So it's not like the source is out there somewhere. It's connected within you. And being in that flow, utilizing that purpose, and utilizing it with gratitude, then that opens incredible doors. When we don't have gratitude, or we just use our energy or give our talents and our energies away, and we don't use them for their intended purpose, which is for ourselves. I know healers in this room that you heal until you're tired. And you have nothing left for yourself, nothing left for your family, because you just all give out. I'm one of those. So I'm right there with you. But that's not proper use of the energy that's gifted to us. Proper use of the energy that's gifted to us is share. Not give it all away. Share. Share what you have. Share your talents. Share your abilities. When we give it all away, we've disrespected the gift. And we're not walking in purpose. When we walk in purpose, it's all good. And the challenges that come our way is our soul saying, okay, I haven't learned that yet. Show me. Bring it to me again. Don't you wish you could just get it and not have the challenges that go along with it? But like Josie, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Those challenges are going to come. Doesn't matter how spiritual you are, challenges happen. And sometimes those challenges come as a result of our own choices. Oh man, I gotta learn that again. And sometimes it happens because we're walking in somebody else's karmic energy field. And they have a lesson to learn, and we play a part in their lesson learning. So we get involved in that. But here's the truth that I really hope we can grasp today, is that when we're manifesting, it's not out there, it's in here. And for me, the process looks like getting my dream board and being really grateful for everything that's on there. You know, I had hoped that Phil and I would take trips and go walking on the beach. Didn't happen. But we go for walks at least 3 times a week. And we share and we talk and we visit, but heck or high water, we do that. So that was manifested. It didn't look like what I thought it was going to look like or what I thought it should look like. And the good news is I didn't fall and hurt myself or kill myself, which is like a real rare thing. Lighten up, balance, joy, all of these things have come to me, just not in the way that I expected them to. So by spending a little bit of time and being grateful for each of these things and expressing that gratitude puts us in that space of remembering the purpose of it all. The purpose of it all isn't just to have stuff. Oh, I want a new car. Well, that would be nice. And a new car would be a wonderful thing, and perhaps the car you have isn't functioning quite the way you would like it to, and it's not as reliable as would be good for you. There's nothing wrong with desiring a new car. So put it on your dream board and let it go. And be grateful for the transportation you have now. Because it's the gratitude that greases the wheels of manifestation. Gratitude works. And knowing that everything is for a purpose. Everything that you encounter, everything you experience has a purpose. And we judge those things. Oh, this thing is happening. It's a terrible thing. I remember Christopher telling a story about the Chinese young boy, and he fell and broke his leg, and it was a terrible thing until the next week the army marched through and they couldn't conscript him into the service. So then it was a wonderful thing he broke his leg. So we judge situations that we need to just be with. Let me say that without using the word need. Anytime I hear the word need, I back up. Even Wayne Dyer used have to, and I just back that up a bit. So let's say it in a different way. When I judge the experiences that are coming my way, I set myself up for negative thinking. I set myself up for missing the lesson. I set myself up for resentment and restriction. And when I do that, I'm no longer in the flow. When I experience something and it's not what I wanted, because that's not what I wanted, if I can be in the flow and say, well, look at that. I wonder what this is bringing for me. And knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that everything is for my benefit. Everything is for my benefit. And breathe with that. And just know that is the truth. Then as it unfolds, I'm no longer in that restricted mode. The flow can flow through me. That financial abundance can just flow through me. I can be of service and I can be served. And that energy flows with me and within me.